Welcome back, guys, and today in our Battlefield 1 video I'm playing some Team Deathmatch. As you can see, I'm using the Lewis with the new Rattlesnake skin, which you get in the 8th revision of the Battle Packs. It looks pretty fancy, I'm a big fan of it, but in all honesty I do absolutely abysmal with the Lewis. I really like the gun, I just haven't used it in a while. I actually haven't used the support class in a while, so I do dreadful, and I kind of have a little bit of a change of heart and then go back to the old trusty Assault and the Hell Eagle, just because Team Deathmatch is really well suited to the Assault class. The weapons are really useful in that close combat range, so yeah, I kind of gave up on the Lewis, but I will come back to that. So where do I start with my thoughts on TDM? Well, first and foremost, I think the maps are too big, surprisingly. Obviously for Team Deathmatch it's 12v12, the maps themselves are small chunks of the main game maps, and to be honest they still feel too big. There's a lot of running around in the video, and you tend to find that a lot when you're actually playing Team Deathmatch. They just feel too big and the combat doesn't feel focused enough. Whether that could be changed just by increasing the player count, because 12v12 just doesn't seem enough for the space that you're given. And it's also another case of no one really ever plays their class. I do actually get revived once in this video, despite the fact there was a few medics on our side. Ammo was also a little bit of an issue, but you know, I think that just comes with the smaller game modes. Domination was much the same. Most people tend to flock towards Operations, since that's where the main focus has been, and Conquest is an old favourite. So these small game modes I think are just here to appease some of the Call of Duty fans coming across. They don't really do a lot for me. Domination I can tolerate. Team Deathmatch, it just doesn't feel good enough. There's just not enough going on, as you'll see with me running around and not doing an awful lot. Another little bit of a problem you get with Team Deathmatch, and I also saw it with Domination, is the lobbies take forever to fill up. Mainly because I think most people are playing the better game mode, in my opinion, and when you're waiting for everyone to be ready, nobody ever seems to ready up. It takes forever for the game to start. As much as I tried to enjoy it, I just couldn't. It's just not for me. I'm not knocking it for anyone that enjoys it, you know, it's a matter of opinion. My opinion just sits on the it's not so good fence. I don't really see myself playing too much more of it. I mean, the main reason I played it was for the video, and obviously to get that codex entry. But other than that, there's not really that much fun to be had. Like I said before, I think the biggest problem though is really it's just not enough going on. I don't think 12 players is enough for the map size. Either make the map smaller or just increase the player size. There's just not enough going on. All the things that people love about the Battlefield series is kind of missing in these smaller game modes. Obviously you don't get the 32 versus 32 players, massive warfare, there's no vehicles, and because people don't really play their role, there's no squad mechanics going on. I think the only thing that does carry over into these smaller game modes is the destruction, but because it's so small scale you don't often see that much of it. And that's what I think is truly missing, is just that Battlefield experience. This doesn't feel like Battlefield. It feels a little bit shoehorned in. Now I know Battlefield 3 and 4 both had all these game modes, but they seem to just be put in to please people so they can put it on the box and say we have Team Deathmatch, we have Domination. When really what most people should be playing is Operations and Conquest and Rush, just to get that Battlefield experience. Now I do understand that I sound like I'm moaning a lot about it, but if you bought this game and this is what you're playing, you're missing out. Go play Operations and really get a feel for what Battlefield is, where the classes really matter. When you play Assault, it matters that you play Assault because you can destroy tanks and things. When you play a medic, there's people to pick up and people always need health. You know, that's what Battlefield is about, and that is what's lacking in these game modes. Whereas I feel if you go and play those bigger game modes, you're really going to get a true feel for what it is to play Battlefield. So that's it for today, guys. I know it's been a really short video and I apologise for that. However, things are a little bit crazy at the moment. I've been playing a lot of The Last Guardian, which I know I shouldn't use as an excuse, but I've been wanting to play that game for about 8 years now. But anyway, I'd be interested to know what you guys think of Team Deathmatch on Battlefield 1. Maybe you guys enjoy it. Why don't you try and twist my arm in the comments? Maybe I'll give it another go. If you have enjoyed the video, however brief it has been, please do leave a like. And if you don't already, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.